George III is just 22 years old in 1760 when his grandfather dies and he becomes king. They immediately find him a wife, Charlotte. They meet on their wedding day and get married, and then they are crowned September 22nd, 1761 in Westminster Abbey. He never takes a mistress. They have 15 children together, very happy, and he is also known as Farmer George because he was interested in farming, and during his reign, the British Agricultural Revolution took place and a lot of advances happened in science and industry related to agriculture. But he had a very stressful reign. He had to deal with the American Revolution. In fact, on this day in history was the day that 700 British soldiers met up with 70 American militiamen in Lexington, Massachusetts, and the American Revolution began. Also during this time, he had to deal with the Napoleonic Wars and the threat of France, and of course some domestic issues related to Parliament. But what George is most known for is madness. They called it madness for many, many years, and he suffered in 1788, in 1801, and in 1804 from these bouts of madness. Then in 1811, he was deemed unfit to rule, and it was his son that was put in charge as Prince Regent, and the king died in 1820. Scholars and medical professionals have tried to diagnose him throughout the years. Some have said that it was porphyria. Some have said that it was bipolar. Some say it was several other theories have been presented as well. But he did lead quite a stressful life. What I think is really interesting is in 1781, the astronomer William Herschel discovered a star in the sky and named it George's Star after King George III. This name didn't really sit very well with anybody outside of England. And when it was deemed that the star was actually a planet, they decided to name it something else. And that name is Uranus.